What's up, everybody? Bo Hyman back with another quick-ish review. This time I'm reviewing something that I'm very, very excited about. I've been looking for this toy, waiting for this toy, I should say, since July. No, I ordered it in June or July of this year. This is the Alternation, who's made by Pandemoni Toys. A new toy company. I want to say that they kickstarted this. I can't remember where I found out about it. I think I might have seen it. I might have viewed it, whatever the proper word is, on one of my toy vidcasts that I watch. It might have been Toy Galaxy. I can't remember. And they were showing the initial designs, and I fell in love with this one, this frog guy called Daart. And I pre-ordered it. They said, oh, it's coming. We're putting it on the boat. We're this, that, and the other. And 6 months later, almost, I finally got the toy. Now, for a new toy company, that's kind of to be expected. So I wasn't surprised there. They just didn't need to update it as much. All they needed to do was say we're shipping or not. That kind of thing. And then you started seeing reviewers getting their copies and nobody else was and stuff. So it wasn't like shady or anything like that. I don't want to give it that impression. It was just, they're a new company. They're learning to communicate a little bit more. But other than that, they were really great. I think they're sending us an extra little figure, the what's that called figure they had only with pre-orders before, something I think it was. I can't remember what it was, but they're going to give you a little extra little figure. So here's a look at the box. What's really cool are the basic designs. Let me see if I can hold this with one hand so I can tap that there. The designs are really, really neat. This Sabotage, I'm gonna get that one for sure, because Sabotage is this big monster looking one, and he's a great big figure. I think he's one of the largest, if not the largest. And they're only, I think I spent $24 on this. I mean, it's really for a toy from a brand new company. And there's Daart, as you can see how cool. Look at his hands. They look really, really cool. Really, really high quality. And all the reviews that I've been seeing have been really high quality. What's it say? Human-animal hybrid heroes. So they're like mixes. So cool. So I'm really excited to get this cracked open. I'm not the type of collector who buys two and has one for playing with or whatever, and one for the shelf and one for store. In the back of my mind, I might think, hey, yeah, this might be worth money one day or something. But that's not the whole. I don't buy anything as an investment. That's the most. I have a job. I don't want another job investing in toys. So I buy only things that I want. So my only regret is not buying Sabotage, because he looks awesome. One of the things they're doing, they made a little commercial and everything, and put it on their Instagram. And the commercial, if you haven't seen it yet in the Instagram, go watch it. It is classic 80s toy filmmaking, in the way that they're showing all of these figures have like an action move. They can all do some kind of action thing. They don't just stand here and look cool. So go watch that video, and it's like action, and they're doing the little, it's this whole little thing. All it needed was children actually playing with it, going, oh, wow, making the voices like they would do with the Star Wars toys and everything. So, I mean, the size of this is already really impressive. Really, really impressive. So it was worth the delay so far. I'm going to probably go ahead and order Sabotage. They even had a thing where you can order the entire pack of, I think, 6 figures. And it was only like 100 something. I can't remember how much it was, which was a fantastic deal. And I'm kind of regretting not getting that now. Okay, so let's crack him up. Oh, it comes right out. I love that. They vacuum formed a thing to him instead of doing all the little wires. I can't stand all those little wires. Okay, so far, initial first glance, fantastic overall paint job, coloration, all that good stuff like that. I'm going to scoot this back for right now so we can just look at old Froggy Boy. But like I do with a lot of my toys, I would like to have seen some dry brushing, or you see his mouth, that could have used a little wash in there. So I might consider actually painting him up a little, washing him a bit to bring out, because there's some really, really good details in here. See that mouth? How it kind of just blends in. That would be something. Oh, and I've seen that this head comes off. I don't want to take it off just now, but it pops right off. I'm not sure why. But his arms, I mean, the amazing looking blue. So these posable, supposed to be really posable. Some of them have hands you can remove, I think, and you can put on additional stuff. Look, double joining here. I'm not going to do a whole, it moves this way, it moves it. I'm not going to break down all no, that's boring. I hate watching that videos. But as you can see, it's posable as heck. I love how they put his arms long. Now, he's a frog man, so they could have went with like shorter arms, I think. But I love that they didn't. They actually extended his arms and made him, go on all fours, where they could have just made him hopping around. And so let's see if he can stand. Oh yeah, he has a jump action thing. So I'm not going to bend him just yet. These are squeezable. What do those do? Oh, there's supposed to be a comic book inside. There it is. Hey, let's look at that, because that might give us some... I was like, wait a second. There's like a mini comic. This is so... I like retro stuff, don't get me wrong. I'm not I didn't grow up on... I grew up in the 80s, so I remember G.I. Joe and Transformers, but they weren't my favorite toys. I like knockoff weird robots and stuff. So for them to do kind of a 80s version of an 80s, but with a modern plastics and design and ability, and it's like a nod to the 80s, but it's not. I don't want it. I'm glad it just didn't try to redo the 80s. So I'm not going to read all the comic right now. What I'm looking for, see if he has, so you get, the art in the comic is really good. It's like a real comic. And it is mini. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Okay, so how does he squirt? His little, okay, so he backflips. Good little instructions. Look, these even look very 80s like, you know what I mean? So you bend him and he's supposed to jump back. I'll do that in just a second here. I don't like to make more than a 10-minute video. I'm at an angle here, but let's see. What do? You bend him and then you jump him. So you bend him like this. Oh, look at his arms go. So that means that this is not posable independently, I don't believe. I think these are kind of locked in place. But you can bend his legs. I guess I am doing a whole... Yeah, you can bend him and stand him up almost. So that's a little bit, not disappointing, but I'd rather... I don't know, let's see what the action does and then we'll go. Oh, what is that? It's a button. So you go like this. Oops. Oops. Oh, I bent his arms wrong. How do you do it? You flatten his arms out. I might be doing it wrong. He's new, so... how do you do it? Oh. Oh, boy, he is... Oh. I've seen it done. It works really well, really well. Okay, okay. Darn it, I'm doing it completely wrong. It works, trust me. I'll mess with it later. I want to get on with looking at it. But he'll flip and then land. And he does do it. There's other reviews where he does it, but my camera angle's bad and I'm kind of leaning over. What I'm wondering here is that when you squeeze those, it sounds like I'm hearing something move. I'll look into that too, but that is really cool. So far, just initial impressions. I'll have to pose them and play with them while I'm sitting there working and messing with stuff. I wish you could not have him flip and just have him stand up. Maybe you can. I don't know. I don't want to break him. But just as a shelf piece, I think he's fantastic. Without updating the painting, meaning put a little wash in his face and bringing out some details, even then, it is a super striking. Just look at it sitting there. I have honestly, I have never seen a design like this for a frog type person. With them extending the arms like that, it's completely unique. So really, it's like I said, it was under $30 with shipping, I believe. I'm going to order at least one more, if not more. Oh, and it comes with these little accessories. Oh, shoot! This little dude here, I don't know why he's miniature. I still haven't figured that out. It comes with this Boomerang accessory and this bolo. So you get like a bolo thing. I've got to figure out what to do with that. I saw in reviews they weren't quite sure. And this cool Boomerang accessory, which I think moves. No, it doesn't. But that's a cool, look at that. Again, though, could use a little, you know what I might do? Just panel line that like a Gundam model. So not bad at all. Worth it 100%. And I'm getting in on the ground on a new company that probably, judging by the quality of these toys, is going to do really, really well. So have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.